Boker Tov, good morning. Welcome to our daily pre-Shakrit study of the Tanya. Today will be our lesson number 1. Let's call it lesson number 0. We'll begin today. Tu B'Shvat was yesterday. It was the day of the trees, the new year of the trees. Tu B'Shvat, 5,788. And we're dedicating the next day to our next cycle, new life. We're going to study Tanya for about maybe 15 minutes a day before Shakrit, and we'll go right to the Shakrit at about 10 after 6 o'clock in the morning or so. So now let's take logistics over. First of all, of course, we're going by we got a call from Lubavitcher Rebbe from 770 the other day, and he gave direct instructions specifically for Be'er Sheva community to start these lessons, start our discussions. And the book we use is a Practical Tanya. It's a nice book. It's in Hebrew and English with good English commentary, written dedicated by Rabbi Shneir Zalman of Liadi, adapted by Chaim Miller, Outnik Library of Jewish Classic. There's 3 books, one thick like this and 2 thinner ones. They come together. It's called Practical Tanya. And nice, I recommend to get a copy. This is how it looks again. See? It looks nice green edition. In the back of it is dedication. This guy looks like one of our members in the Chabad club, Chabad group in Be'er Sheva. So let's see, what should we start? I mean, today we have about, 30, 40 people all around here, sitting around me. Most of them are asleep. But we found a good way to beat the clock, to get up early in the morning by 5:45 in the morning every day for 15 minutes until about 6:10 maybe, and then we joined with a Sephardi group in Rinat Yerushalem synagogue for the morning Shakrit, and then we're going back home to our families, eat nice breakfast. The wives will make us pancakes, no chocolate today because not good for you, too much chocolate. So what's Tanya? Let's just get things straight. Since we're beginning from the beginning, it will be interesting to read the introduction goes from Rabbi Shneir Zalman Baruchovich, born 1745 in the small town of Liozna, Belarus, to Rivka and Baruch, descendants of Rabbi Yehuda Loev, Maharal of Prague, 1609. So it goes a little bit to the introduction of Practical Tanya, the composition of Tanya. Essentially, Tanya, in general terms, reflect Kabbalistic teaching of course, Arizal, as well as going back to the founders of the Kabbalah Zohar, Shimon Bar Yochai, his students, and of course, going way back to before that, it goes to the Kabbalistic basis were set by Ezekiel's vision of the chariot, and of course tracing it all the way back. It comes into Moshe Rabbeinu. So Kabbalah starts essentially from a founding of Judaism, even before Moshe Rabbeinu goes to Avraham Avinu with his publication, with his books, which we all are familiar. I don't know if we have a copy of Avraham Avinu's book in this shul. Perhaps it's in Hebrew, and my Hebrew is quite limited, so I don't know where exactly to find it. But that is what the Tanya is based on. So, by the way, as a practical advice for beginning lesson, also in a current calendar, today is January 26, I believe January 26, 2024. And to beat Yetzirah, to get up early in the morning, what I do, a good practical trip, I have my alarm clock, my clock by the bed, I set it 2 hours ahead. So to me now it's not 6 o'clock, but almost 8 o'clock in the morning. So it rings at 7:45. And 7:45, I look at it and I say, "Whoa! I mean, I'm late to shul." I get up, get dressed, and hurry to the shul. So by 7:50, by 7:30 it rings. By 7:45, I come to shul and begin the study of my Tanya. Of course, it turns out it's not 7:45, but 5:45. But Yetzirah is still in bed, sleeping, and because it thinks that it's still too early, and I just went to another room to sleep. And I fooled her. I'm sitting now and studying Tanya. So, and I would dedicate it also. This is a strength that Chabad puts in by joining with the rest of the Jewish community to do it together, especially at these times when they have an issue. The war is going on. Hopefully, it will complete soon with a peace. And we're dedicating to the soldiers who also learn Tanya. Just imagine in Gaza, they're sitting now. It's raining outside. Baruch Hashem. We need rain. So God is blessing this day with the rain. Rain in Beersheba, not that common, not that often, but of course it has to rain when we pray. So Baruch Atah Hashem, Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Mechalom, Shelo Asanu Goy. Ma'asiv Haruach Marid Chageshem. Say praying for the rain. We've been blessed. So this lesson is dedicated not only to our soldiers, also sitting in their tents and studying Tanya, hopefully. And so we are sitting here surrounded by a bunch of people. Hi guys, thank you for all coming to the lesson today. Okay, all right. I'm glad you were able to get up today in the morning. I was able to get up too, but it was difficult. But after I come back, maybe during the day, I'll take a little nap to compensate for early. Maybe it will be a reward for the early waking up. And today is Friday, by the way, so coming into a Shabbat, Yom Shishi. So we'll see how it goes. So anyway, that's the introduction. Now the table of context of this particular book, it's Practical Tanya by Chaim Miller. It's called the book for in-betweeners, Bein Ani. There's how many chapters? I think it's, let me look at table of context. Sections, the power, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chapter 53. 50 is a chapter, it's about 669 pages, I guess, included in this book. The Peace of God in You, chapter 2. Chapter number 1, how chapter number 1 is called. Let's look up. Chapter number 1 is... Okay, chapter 9 begins, am I good or bad? Section on 5 types of people. Talks about Ben Ani. So it turns out to be most people not really good or bad. We have a combination of good and bad things. And we all know. Today, look how many of us get up and sit here. So obviously we have something good in us to come in, to fight Yetzer Hara, to arrive to shul. And thank you all. Thank you Hashem for helping us with that. And then from that, it continues to describe who is a tzaddik, who is a complete tzaddik, who is incomplete tzaddik, who is a bad person, who is ra, who is an incomplete ra, who is very bad ra. And in the process of that, there's a quote from the Torah, there are quotes from prophets. So it's a big dispeller of the myth that Chabadniks only study only Tanya and only Hasidus and not Torah, not Talmud. It's entirely untrue. There's a very wide range of studies. Tanya, Rav Shneur Zalman Oliadi was very knowledgeable in entire Torah, entire Tanakh, entire Kabbalah, and the quotes from prophets, from other sources, dispersed throughout his writing, his books, all over the place. It's interesting that the way Tanya was written initially, as we'll see in the introduction, is a lot of people came with advice to the Rav, and he found himself unable, just from a time standpoint, to help answer everybody's questions. So he decided to make some notes together and making a book, so that you can take a book and read and find answers to your daily problems with Shalom Bayit, with Parnasa, with health, with whatever situations, with peace. there's answers in the Tanya that refers, that bounces itself, not just strictly. And many people feel that some Hasidim, Chabad, for example, gets its own trend of religious offspring, but in reality, it's all connected. It's a nice way to put everything together into the Hasidus, into the based on Tanya, based on Torah, and learn Torah using the Hasidus, using Tanya as a catalyst. That's why Chabad and other Hasidim too usually pray. Usually before they pray for maybe 15, 20 minutes, short time, they learn a little bit of Tanya in the morning. That's a warm-up, and then go right into the Shakrit after that, which is a good way to start the day. With that, I wish you Shabbat Shalom, good learnings, good peace, health, prosperity, and I see you tomorrow again at 5:45 in the morning. You can put your alarm clock at 7:45 if you turn it by 2 hours to full Yetzirah, and then I'll see you tomorrow morning. By the way, Kyle's in tefillin time. It's already like 4:45 or something, so it's way past the time to get up. So, okay, guys, wish you strength to be able to overcome Yetzirah. You enjoyed actually. Listen, and during the week, hop in a car and drive 2 minutes, and you'll be here. Talk to you soon. Shabbat Shalom. Happy Tanya learning lessons for everybody. I hope tomorrow we'll have even more people. Shabbat Shalom.